So I'm going to go through some of the products that I've been using recently. I have a lot of palettes, a lot of lip products. So, I mean, this is about 3 weeks worth of products. So let's just go ahead and jump in. So the first thing I want to do is get a few palettes out of the way. I was going back to using the Lorac Mega Pro 4, and this has a lot of very pretty lighter shades. It has a lot of light pinks, light blues. I'm sure you've all seen this, and it is such a pretty palette. I love this. It does have some fallout in some of the shades, but that's kind of expected with Lorac. I feel like that's kind of their MO in shades. It really depends if you're buying the Lorac Pro or the just a regular Lorac formula, but I never have a problem with them. I really like their products, and this was no exception to that rule. I also used the Pure Daydream Day Look Shadow palette, and I have a night one too. I'm not sure if that's in here, but this is all light shades. So there's a lot of light creams, light browns, and some in between kind of orangish shades. So it's just really pretty. I like the different looks that you can use with this. I like pairing this with another palette that's more colorful. I use this a lot with the new Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette, and I really like that because this was giving me a lot of base shades to work with and crease shades to work with, where that shade, the palette doesn't have a lot of those, so it was a nice shade range to use with a palette that has more color. I also went back to using my Tarteist Pro palette. This is a very shiny palette, so I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it, but it has a lot of warm shades in it. It has a lot of reds and purples. There's some dark greens and a nice black there, but it has a lot of neutral shades. If you're into warm neutrals, I think you'll really love this palette. It's really nice formula. Their matte shades are really, really pretty, and I love that they give you a row of shimmers over here so you can make a lot of different looks, and very nice for everyday professional looks as well as some going out looks. I think you can really do a lot with this palette, and I really love that one. I also was using my Pure Love Your Selfie palette, and this is the original one. So it did come with a mascara and a lip gloss, which are, one is the mascara is already used, and then the lip gloss is with my lip products, and then it comes with a bronzer, blush, and highlight, and then your 8 eyeshadows up top. As you can see, this is a lot of neutral, a lot of purple, and black shades in here. So it's really nice to have an all-encompassing palette when you want to travel and you want to take something. This would be a nice palette to take on the go, and I really just love this palette. The Afterglow Illuminating Powder is an underrated highlighter from Pure. I mean, it's really, really nice, and then you have it in here, which makes it nice to take on the go, but I don't hear a lot of people mention that highlighter, and it is definitely a winner. It doesn't look like it would be a lot, but it's a lot. Then I was using my Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dipped, and I just purchased this recently on Black Friday when it was on sale, and it was really pretty. So I was using the two darker shades here as bronzers, but kind of like shimmery bronzer. So I just go in where I would put my bronzer normally, and then I would take this and use that in its place. The lighter two I was able to use as highlighters on my skin tone. I think that these will work really nice in the summer too as bronzers, but so far I'm really loving this. It's not my favorite glow kit that I have, but it's definitely up there. I mean, all of the glow kits are really pretty, really shimmery, in your face highlights, so I definitely love these, and I think they're worth picking up. I also was using this Milani Holographic Beams Stellar Lights highlighter palette, and it has the shade Unicorn Dream, Make Believe, and Otherworldly. So today I have on the Otherworldly. It's kind of a gold bronzy shade, but it comes off on the skin very nice and pretty. This purple one in the middle, it's like a purple blue. It comes off very, very nice on the skin. It's not too like strikingly blue. And then the one on the end, I really like pink highlights, so that for me has a pink purple shift, and it's really, really pretty. But I love this. I think Milani is doing a really good stuff in the drugstore, so really happy that I have that. This Essence All About Chocolates eye shade, six shade eyeshadow palette. I don't know. But anyways, there's a lot of deep darker chocolatey shades and then a couple light shades. I really enjoy this. It doesn't look like much, but that's the thing with their palettes. They don't look like much, but they come off with such pigmentation and they're so great, and I really love them. So I'm glad I have this. It's a couple bucks at Ulta, or Target I think has Essence too. You can also buy it. You can always buy it on their website too. So I definitely recommend those because they are underrated little gems. I was using my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I've kind of made a dent. You can see the rings there. I just haven't hit pan on this. So I was trying to do that, but it didn't get there quite yet. But it's a really nice bronzer. I think I like it more in the summer though, because it's a little bit darker and it has a lot of shimmer to it. So I think it looks nice with a suntan. And then I was using my Afterglow highlighter from Urban Decay in Sin, which is very striking, very pretty. I love this champagne color. I actually got this little sample size for my, I think it's a sample size. Anyways, it was for my birthday. They sent me an email from urbandecay.com and said, if any purchase you get this highlighter for free. So I bought the Heavy Metals palette, and then I got this as a bonus, and I really love that. It's very, very pretty. So let's jump into some lip products now. Let me just grab some out and then I'll come right back. I have this lip lingerie from Tarte. This is the shade Pure, and it's a very nice, deep, chocolatey nude shade. I really love these. They're the traditional cream like Tarte is known for, and they're not matte, they're not drying. They just go on very pretty, and they are great for daytime or nighttime. I really love these, and they never dry out my lips. They always have some sort of hydration, but they're not a shimmer. So it's just a nice cream formula. And then I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills Fudge Lip Gloss. This was a sample that I got a while ago, and I'm just using it now. The color that you see in the bottle is the actual color that comes out, and I was really surprised by that because it's so pigmented. It looks like just liquid lip. Like, it's not a liquid lipstick, and it's not a matte liquid lipstick, but that's the kind of pigmentation you're getting, and I just really love her products for that. I also have this Buxom, let's see what this is, Full On Lip Polish in the shade Jane. It's a nice vampy plum with some bluish pink glitters in there. It's really pretty. It definitely is something that you want to wear on a night out, or, you know, when you're just having fun. It's maybe not the most professional for work because it is a deep, darker lip. If you can get away with that at work, that's fine. But yeah, I really loved it when I was going out. I thought it added a nice element of surprise. And then I have this Bare Minerals Infamous Matte Lipstick. It's another nude. I've talked about these many times on my channel here. I really love this formula. It's never over drying, and it's just one of my favorite matte liquid lipstick formulas for sure. As well as that is the Dose of Colors Truffle. So this is about the same shade that I just showed you, but it's very pretty, and I love these Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. I only have that one, but I really love them, so I'm like, I need to get more because, and now that they're at Ulta, I think it'll be more accessible too. But I really love their formula, really great color payoff, and they're never drying on my lips. Then I have the Kat Von D Ludwig, another, I mean, you can see I've been using a lot of nudes, so this is another pretty one, and this isn't drying on my lips. I know some people aren't a fan of these formulas, but I really like her liquid lipsticks. I have this Wet n Wild in the shade Nudie Patootie. This is one of their liquid cat suits. I love this formula as well. This is a very gray nude, but it's so pretty. I was actually surprised when I tried it on. I was like, oh, I thought it was going to look more like dead kind of, but it's actually really, really pretty. And then I went back to using the ColourPop Hello Kitty Ultra Glossy Lip, and this is in the shade Super Cute. This is a pink with some like orange, and it has like a duochrome kind of twist to it, but it's just really pretty. I love this. I love their lip glosses, and I wish I had more. I definitely have to get on ColourPop's website and order some more because I've noticed that I like a lot of the stuff that I have, but I haven't been purchasing from them recently. They've just been coming out with so much, and in the makeup world in general, I feel like is always coming out with so much that it's hard to keep up sometimes. So I definitely want to order some more ColourPop stuff. I have this lip lingerie from NYX, and this is in the shade Push Up. This is another one of my favorites. Again, it's a nude. That's the trend here. I also tried this Strictly Vinyl lip gloss from NYX. This is in the shade Sugar Mama, and this is such a pretty gloss. I love this. It's kind of comparable to the Anastasia glosses where they're like a thick pigmented formula, but they're not sticky, they're not drying, they aren't going to just, you know, like rub off. It sticks around a long time. I love this color and I can't wait to buy more. This is a new product from them, but I highly recommend it. There's a lot of cool colors in that as well. Finishing up with the lips, I have this lip lingerie from NYX in the shade Beauty Mark. This is a more dark brown chocolatey shade. Love that one. And then I tried this 100% pure gemmed lip gloss in the shade Moonstone. Now it looks like it's pink, but when it goes on your lips, it comes off more sheer than that. So it's not the color that you see there because that would not fly with me. I don't really get down with a lot of pinks. So I actually really love this, and it was really pretty. It kind of reminded me of that ColourPop gloss that I showed you. It has a lot of shimmer and it's really pretty. I really liked it, and there's no scent on it, which is also really nice because a lot of makeup companies like to scent things and they're not always my favorite scents. Then I also used the Lovecraft Studded Lipstick from Kat Von D. This is a, you know, kind of mauve, purpley pink shade. Very pretty. They are kind of, I don't want to say they're matte because they don't dry down matte on the lips, but they have that matte kind of effect where they're not shimmery, not glossy. They stick around for a long time, and I really like their formula. And then this Insanity Cream Lipstick from Urban Decay. It's a very nice nude. It's like that kind of right in the middle, warmish nude, but I really love that. So then I was kind of experimenting with some different looks, and I went with some colored eyeliner. So I had the shade Ecstasy and Retrograde, both from Urban Decay, and these are the razor sharp liners. One is a more bright pink, and then the other one is a dark, sorry, not pink, purple, and the other one is a more dark purple, like a violet kind of shade. They both have their benefits. I really love them both. Definitely, like, you have to like experimentation. I think this one, the darker one, can come off more of like a black. You almost don't notice it a lot, where this one is very in your face and vibrant, and I really love that. Then when I purchased my Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette, I got a sample of the Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Neutral, and this is kind of right in the middle. So right now it's a little bit dark for my under eyes because I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape in a very light shade, so I was kind of not used to this. I think it'll be better in the summer when my skin tone's a little bit darker and I'm doing some more self-tanning. And then also I purchased these a while ago, but I just started using them again. So these are Super Shock shades from ColourPop. This one is Meow. It was one of those kind of like tie-dye speckled shades, and when mixed all together it's kind of like a purplish gray. I really love that. This is Get Lucky, which is a nice gold shade, very shimmery as they are on the lids. And then I have Koosh, which is I don't know, it's kind of like a gray taupey silver. It's so pretty. I just love these Super Shock metallic eyeshadows. And I never really understand why I don't continue to use them, but then I just have so much in my collection. I mean, it's understandable, but it's like, oh, I need to use the stuff that I have. And Slay. This was a holiday one from last year, and it is a green shimmer. I love that. People don't use a lot of green eyeshadows, but I think they're really pretty, and they're underrated. They can make some really pretty shadow looks. Okay, finishing up with a few palettes, I have the Laura Mercier highlighter palette from last holiday. This is a pink, a gold, and a couple more bronzy shades. I really love this. Again, I could use this as a shimmery bronzer, and it turns out really nice. I really love this and continue to use that palette. It's just a nice staple in my collection. And then I was using this Lorac Cue the Confetti Highlighter and Blush Palette. This was another, I believe, holiday set from last year, and it has a lot of different colors. It's very pretty because I can use these in the summer or the winter, and they show up really nice. This I can use as a bronzer, again, a shimmery bronzer, but I really love that. And it is supposed to be a highlighter, but it's too deep for my skin tone, so I would use it more as a bronzer. But I love these two, and I didn't think I would because they're very bright, but I really, really do love those. I also have this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This is the one with dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light. I've pretty much used the entire shade here in the middle, and then I use the other two. I just kind of sweep it in and do it all over my face to gently set and add a nice glow, and I really love that palette. If you don't have that, it's definitely one you need to pick up. I have the Light Illusion Prism palette from Fiona Styles. This is another nice highlighting palette. They're very subtle highlights, but they're very nice for everyday wear. There's some nice colors. So you have a pink, a gold, and a bronze shade, and I really think this is nice for the everyday working person or the person who doesn't want a lot of highlight that's right in your face. And along the same lines with her line was this holiday one from last year, and it has two blush shades, two highlighter shades, the bronzer, and then a quad of eyeshadows. Now, this was sold separately, and all of these are sold individually as well. I believe you can still purchase her products on her website. They were being sold on, I believe, QVC or HSN for a while. I'm not sure if that's the case. I don't know that you can get this palette, but it was a really nice one. I saw it on sale at Ulta last year around Christmas time, and so I had to pick it up because I thought it was a nice way to just try some of her products, and I really love that. So if you get a chance to try any of her products, they're definitely, I recommend everything in here. So bronzers, blush, highlighters, and the eyeshadows, I think they're all great quality, but I do also believe that they're better for someone who likes a more subtle look. And then I went back to using a couple older eyeshadow palettes. I have the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. I don't really know that I need to say that much about this. We all know what it looks like. It's very pretty. You can make a lot of different looks by using a lot of different mixes. You have that blue, a black to deepen up, and then you have this darker shade up here. It's a really dark brown and hot fudge, and I really just love this palette. Can't really say much more because I'd just be repeating myself on that. And then I also have this Totally Cute palette from Too Faced, and this is more of a brighter palette, but you have your nice setting shades over here to set the eye and make some shimmers pop, and then you have, you can just create some orangey looks or green or purple and pink, whatever you want to do. I really love that palette, and I think it's nice for someone who's starting out to play with color because the colors really work in a lot of different ways. Then I also have this Color Your World, what do they call it? Color correcting palette. So in the middle was a under eye corrector. As you can see, I've hit pan and totally finished that. The other ones I haven't really tapped into, so I can't say too much, but I loved that under eye shade. I wish they sold it separately. It was a peach correcting shade, but as far as I know, they don't. But I would recommend that palette. I did get it on sale, so that was nice that I could try it. And like I said, obviously I used it up, so I really loved that shade. I was also using the Make Today Beautiful Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation in medium neutral. I use this as a setting powder. I really love it. It's more suited to my skin tone when I'm self-tanned like I am now or in the summertime, so I kind of put it to the back burner because I wanted to use some other lighter shades, but I really do like that, and like I said, I use it as a setting powder. I went back to my Smashbox Cover Shot Soft Light Eye palette, and this is another one that's good for the everyday woman and just has a lot of nice light colors, and it's not too, there's not a lot going on. Like you look at it and you're like, oh, it's not that exciting, whatever, but it is really pretty if you're a working person who just needs a kind of a wash of color on the eyes. It is a really pretty palette, and I really do love that. I think it can be I love doing this too. I think it can be kind of looked over because people think, oh, well, I don't really need that, but I think it's really, really pretty. Then I went back to using my Charlotte Tilbury, the Uptown Girl palette. Now one of these shadows is loose, so I got to kind of show you on an angle with my hand under it. So you have some deeper browns here, a light cream color, and then this one here is pretty shimmery. I'm a little mixed on this. I would not go out and buy this. I can't recommend it for anybody, but I have it and I'll continue to use it. I did get compliments on this when I wore it, so that was nice, but like I said, for the price that I paid for it, I'm a little underwhelmed. And then the last two things I have are the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette, bronzer, blush, highlight, and then your eyeshadows in here. I think it's really pretty. You can create warm looks, and then there's a couple cool tones down here. I really like this palette. I know it got some mixed reviews, but I don't really see what that was all about. I think it was really pretty, and I actually really like it. I didn't think I would, and I actually don't love Bunny's channel. I'm not a huge fan of hers, but I thought the palette was pretty, so I did go ahead and buy it, and I really liked it. And then the last thing I have is the Comfort Zone palette from Wet n Wild. We all know this very well. I liked it. I was using it a lot in the last couple weeks, and I remember why I fell in love. I do want to pick up the new version of this and see what I think, because they did add some nice transitional colors and stuff like that. But that's all I have, guys. I know that was a lot, but it was like 3 weeks worth of products, so I hope that if you have any questions, you leave those below, and thank you for sticking around. I know this is a medium length of video, but I tried to get through it as quick as I could. So I will talk to you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.